is ON, AM, and FM.
WOON, Woonsocket.
Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
Good morning to you. It is Coffee and Time on ON, AM, and FM. Monday morning, it's Memorial Day. It's May 26th, and I'm Joe Callahan. Nice of you to come along with us on this Memorial Day. Dave Richards is here. Hi there, Dave.
What do you know?
And Melissa
Wasn't
Murray.
I just there?
Yeah, but now you're over there.
Now I'm here.
Good morning.
Melissa Murray's is here as well for the Coffee and program for
Good morning,
today.
and Melissa, for our radio listeners, is decorated. Sometimes people,
Assumed.
like Dave just puts on clothes. Melissa is decorated today. She's got her red, white, and blues going on.
Well,
plus
it's a holiday.
a lovely
Yep.
navy scarf with fireworks exploding all over it.
It's the only red, white, and blue scarf that I had. Would have preferred one that maybe had a flag on it, but it's
I can get you a necktie that's got a flag on it.
I could do that. I'm wearing a collar shirt today.
Save it for 4th of July, too.
Yeah, I
just
would.
just in
Right,
case.
Right.
Now, Melissa's dressed this way, I'm going to assume, because we get the big remote broadcast coming up at 11 o'clock
No,
this
we have
morning.
the big ceremony that we're going to turn into a remote broadcast.
there you go.
So let's focus on
Ceremony at 11.
At 11 at the World War II Park.
Let's focus on people participating in it because we do it because this is what we do, but at the same time, we don't ever want to think that it's important because we're there. It's important, and we're there. So it's important for people to be there if they can, and for those who can't, well.
So where in the park, once again, is it going to take place?
Over
World
near
War
the
II
cannons.
Yes,
and the obelisk.
Near the cannons and the obelisk.
Now I got to look up obelisk in the dictionary.
Okay. And the entrance of the street formerly known as Snow Street.
Okay.
Right. It was the end of Snow Street, and then they named it something else. Right.
It's Veterans Way.
Veterans Way. Right.
And of course, there was the part of Pond Street that was named the Marquette Way, and they changed that to Veterans Parkway. So we have a Veterans Parkway and a Veterans Way, and they don't meet.
Right.
Okay. If you're coming in from Social Street and the baseball field is on your right, just follow the left field third base line to the end to the foul pole, and basically you'll be right there.
Yeah.
So there you go. But so we're not at the main stage.
Not at the main stage,
No.
Joe.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I'm bringing generators today to run the speakers.
Okay, and it's there are a few seats, but only a few, so they're suggesting you bring your own if you would like to sit down.
Yeah, bring along a lawn chair or something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely bring. I would love a
I'll
nice,
have limited,
big crowd. Yeah.
Limited seating on top of the truck.
You want to climb up
You
there?
don't want to be up
I
on
won't be
top of
climbing
the
up
truck.
on top
No.
of the truck. No.
It's coming down that's the problem. Climbing up on the top is fine.
Well, I'm afraid of heights. I
A
can't
man
even
who
get up on a
speaks
6-foot ladder, so I can't.
Okay.
I
A
have
man
a
who
low center of
speaks from
gravity.
experience, he's worked on top of the truck before. Down at the State House, remember that?
Oh,
Yes,
I
I
don't
do.
know if I could
Yes.
do
What a
that.
trooper Joe was. I didn't see him whine or cry at all.
Not once.
But he wasn't happy.
I would have cried.
All the way up there.
I would have cried.
So that the Veterans Memorial Ceremony will be today, 11 o'clock, World War II Park. We hope you can make it out, and the weather's not going to be an issue.
I hope I can make it out.
I hope you make it out there too
Yes,
today.
right. Because I got the speakers.
All right. I wouldn't say this is breaking news, but it was announced over the weekend. We have our 2025 Autumn Fest Grand Marshal.
Yes.
Was
I
announced
didn't
over the
see
weekend.
that.
Well, that's because you're
Yeah.
too busy doing other things,
I
Dave.
guess.
You're not a social media rat like Melissa and I.
Yeah.
So let's hear it, and congratulations for Mike Hiru.
Yes. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
You know, he's been waiting a long time for this, and
I don't think
it's
he was
super
waiting.
exciting.
He was busy.
I mean,
So-
well, yes,
He was keeping himself occupied.
He's always busy, right? He does all the things, but
Just
you know,
taking a quick
he's
look at
really
what Autumn Fest put out. He's been involved with the Boy Scouts for at least the last 34 years
Sure.
in a row.
Yeah. Like, no big deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
34 years, right?
He's a board member of the St. Joseph's Veteran Association. He's a
Right.
member.
Yep.
He's a member of the Elks 850, Lions Club, American Legion Post 85.
Right.
And every Autumn Fest parade, he leads the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts for the last 19 years, by the way. They pick up the trash following the parade along
Yeah.
the parade
They
route.
do.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be in
A
charge of the
thankless
kids.
job, right? I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Very,
So-
very important.
So congratulations to Mike. And do you know him, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. And Melissa, you know him.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So that's great. Congratulations to him. They surprised him. I couldn't tell where they surprised him yesterday when they posted the picture.
Looks like St. Joe's.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yep.
And they posted the picture on their Facebook page.
Yes.
And put it out there. So congratulations to Mike Hiru. So that's fantastic. All right, we have one of those stories where you don't hear about it too often, but every now and again it comes up once and again. And this is nothing against Bally's Twin River Casino. It's just that this is where it happened, where the couple decides to leave the kids in the car while they go in
Again.
and have themselves a good time.
Oh no.
Yes. Now the kids.
2025. Didn't they get the memo?
I don't know. I don't get it. The kids were 11 and 7, so maybe the 11-year-old's in charge of the 7-year-old.
When I was 11, they used to leave me in charge of my younger brothers and sisters.
Same.
In a car, though, in the parking lot.
No, not in a car in the park.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, if they were
Yes.
if they were just
Yes.
going in to pick something up at
They're
a
coming right out.
convenience store or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, of
They're
course.
going and getting milk and bread. I could stay in
the
the car with the
supermarket.
kids.
Yeah, right.
Right.
In the parking
And
lot
the
of the
keys
Almax.
were in the car and
Yeah.
all the rest of that stuff. That was the 1960s, Joe.
Well,
Did in the 70s too.
according to the story now that I've read about,
But they
that-
didn't
How-
go into
how-
a casino.
Yeah.
what's
no.
that?
They didn't. My folks didn't
Oh,
go into a
well, they-
casino.
How
They-
long?
I mean,
Well, there weren't any around,
they
Dave.
were gone in less than 5 minutes.
Right.
So
And they could see us.
the
through
story,
the windows of the store.
the story that the man gives is that he pulls into the parking lot and with the kids, it says, "Okay, I'll be right back. Got to go get." Well, it's his girlfriend, but I think she's the mother of the kids. She's in there gambling, so he goes in, finds her, but then they hang out for a while.
Oh.
And then while they're hanging out for a while, other patrons are showing up in the parking lot, and they see two kids in the car.
What time of day was it?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
I'd have to look that up again.
Yeah.
So you're
And
saying
they
it starts off
report it.
innocently enough.
Yeah, but people report there's two kids in the car to security. They call Lincoln Police.
Oh, yeah.
By the time Lincoln Police get there, the man has come back to the car, and he's just sitting in the car waiting for them and waiting for his girlfriend to come back out. But after talking with him, the story says the kids were in the car for an extended period of time, and I don't know how long extended is.
Well, because they don't know. The kids aren't telling time.
Well, and I don't know how long the man said.
And the guy may not be saying, or he may not be sure.
Well, because it was an extended period of time, both of them were arrested. They did finally get the woman to come out, and this was you wanted to know when? 5:00 on Monday the 23rd. Monday
5
was
o'clock
not-
in the
Sorry, May
afternoon.
23rd. So this was last Friday
Oh.
at
okay.
5 in the afternoon. So
Okay.
still nice and bright. I don't know if it was, well, I don't know about sunny. It could have been cloudy on Friday. I don't remember what the actual weather was, but that's when it happened.
So I guess it was up to the passersby to say,
Yep.
well, I've been sitting here for X amount of time.
Now these
and
people
they
are
didn't come
from
back out.
Yeah, they're both from Providence. There's a Wilfredo Urbina Delegado, 41 of Providence. The woman's name
Old enough to know better.
is Brenda Gonzalez. She's also of Providence as well. They were left unsupervised in the vehicle for extended periods of time while Delgado and Gonzalez continued to gamble inside. Both suspects were placed under arrest at the scene. The kids were able to, DCYF was notified, but the kids were turned over to a family member who came out to the casino, to the parking lot, and said, "Here, I'll take them." And they did. So that's where things go with that one. Delgado was issued a $20,000 personal recognizance bail for the charge of taking the ACI as a bail violator. Gonzalez was released on
boy.
$20,000 personal recognizance. So
And so he violated his
parole, well, I guess.
right.
I guess he could
yeah.
go into the casino.
Well,
No, that's not
No,
part of
he
his,
got arrested.
yeah.
If you
but
get arrested,
Oh,
and
that's
you're
that.
on-
Now you're a bail violator.
Yeah,
Violator.
right.
Okay. They were charged with felony cruelty / neglect of a child. So even though the child's 11, yeah, it's still you can't leave them alone. What's extended?
jeez.
An hour? Half an hour?
Well,
45
yeah.
minutes?
Now it's
How
a
long is
judgment
long?
call.
right now it's
Yeah.
a judgment call dependent on the time, right? But
And
like you said, my mom used to leave us in the car, like when she ran into Almax
Stay right there
or
and don't touch anything.
yeah,
My parents would say.
Yeah, right.
don't touch anything. Don't continually beep the horn until your mom comes out, which I'm sure I never did.
And
But-
my dad smoked. Don't touch the cigarette lighter. It was active.
Don't brand your siblings
that's
with
right.
a cigarette lighter.
What's up, Dave?
I got a lot of problems with this. Now, I don't have problems with public service officials doing their job the way they see it. I have real problems with the stinking laws that people who are intolerant strengthen to the point where they cause more harm than good. Do we want this to happen? No. Do we want this to happen again? No. Do we want to arrest these two people in front of the kids?
Well, maybe they would take it away before they arrested them. Doesn't say.
Yeah, it's traumatic, right?
You know, gee whiz.
Was it 20 minutes or was it
Is
2
it the
hours?
kid's fault?
Right?
Well, it's not the kid's fault.
Right. It isn't, right?
Now they've lost their parents.
Yeah.
Is it the kid's fault?
Well, no.
No.
He admitted to police he left the children, 11 and 7, in the vehicle while he went inside the casino to
To
find his
get
friend.
the mother.
To find her, but then
Well.
was in there for too long. So, but it just says during their investigation, police were able to determine
I get it.
children
In there
children
for
left
too-
unsupervised in the vehicle
Can
for extended periods of time.
Can somebody be mature? I know they don't have that kind of latitude sometimes, but can somebody be mature and take the parents over and say, look, you know, we're going to have to report this. Take the kids someplace where they're going to be safe, and then come into the police station because we got to talk about this.
They don't do that.
Maybe
You
they
know,
wouldn't-
you
maybe
don't
they-
have to do it in the dang parking lot.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Joe, you might be right.
I know.
But then the law's wrong.
Okay.
It's,
So
one thing that upsets me more than anything else is intolerance. I can't tolerate it.
but maybe they were there at 5, and so maybe they've been gambling. The woman's been there since
Right.
3. I don't.
Did they
we don't
deserve
know.
to be punished in some way? Yeah,
No,
but arrested in
arrested-
front of the kids? Come on.
Well, I'm sure they're
I mean,
being
you've gone
arraigned
too
today.
far that
not,
way.
They're not being arraigned today. They'll be arraigned tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
so they
right.
have to be punished. So
Yeah,
they're going to be
and-
punished.
And it's a long weekend, right? So,
Yeah.
or well, did this happen on
Gee
Friday
whiz.
or last Friday?
23rd, so just this past Friday.
So all long weekend they were away from their kids.
Yeah, from Friday night onward.
Yeah.
Down at the ACI. Although I think she was released.
Yeah, because you don't even get a hearing usually until
If,
Oh, no.
Right. No.
until you get back to
So
business
if
hours.
someone posted bail for her, then she was.
Gonzalez was released.
Yeah.
On
Oh, so
20
they dragged
So
a
the mom.
bail officer in
Yeah.
from home from over the weekend to do it. All right, well,
Well, he makes some
hey,
money
10
off of
points
that.
for
He
that.
doesn't.
10
doesn't
points for
mind.
that. I just, it's all this thing. I engaged in a discussion with someone over the weekend about the proposed fundraiser that the city of Woonsocket will be contemplating. I mean, the executive division is already contemplating it, and it will go before the legislative division. The city council will have a look at it, and they must agree in order for it to go. But the fundraiser for the city of Woonsocket, which is the traffic cameras, stoplight cameras, speed cameras, and the automatic issuance of summonses to people. I said summonses. I think it's tickets is
It's a
better
ticket.
better way
Tickets
to say
is-
it. Yeah, of tickets to individuals who own cars who are doing these things, presuming that the person who did them is the operator of the car, is the owner of the car. If not, then it'll come to light, I suppose. Being done in lots of other towns and cities, and it brings in, they say, quote, end quote, millions. Right. I'd like to see the
Millions?
repair bills for those cameras.
Sure.
I'd like to see the legal costs for defending against it. I'd like to see all of those things deducted from the, quote, millions in tickets that are sent out over time. I'm not buying that it's going to bring in as much
No.
money as they think it is, and I'm not cool with it.
I'm not cool with it either.
Now, listen, I drive like a Pepe around town. I have everything but the fedora on my hat and the left blinker going all the time.
continuously.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, right. Seriously,
The blinker,
This-
not the fedora.
right. I installed cruise control in the little white car we used to have, and I discovered just set it for 25 miles an hour and enjoy the scenery around the city. You know, because it's darn hard to keep driving at 25 miles an hour when everybody else isn't.
Right?
You
Now
know,
you're
you
creating a
gotta
line.
work at it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to work that hard at it, so I set the cruise control for 25 around the city. And I'm happy doing it that way. But when I was a younger guy, I wouldn't have done it, I'm sure, because I was a different type of personality then. I'm a little more mellow now. And so the point is that, okay, are they going to catch me speeding? Well, yes, they are, because I'll bring it down to 20 miles an hour, but that's even tougher to keep when everyone's crawling up on top of you during in a school zone. You know, when it's active, when it's school time, I'll drop it down to 20 out of respect for the law. But they tell me that, by the way, the traffic cameras are set so that you have to be going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit to get the actual automatic ticket, which means my 25 would work, but I think it's wrong, so I drop it down to 20. So, all right, fine. But 25 will do it around the city for me. I'm happy with all of that. It's just taking issuance of penalties for infractions away from human beings. We pay a lot of money for human beings on our police department, and we need human beings on the police department, human beings that can exercise human good judgment.
I don't like cameras. I don't even like the flock cameras. I know that folks are singing their praises. I don't like the whole Big Brother-ish aspect of it. I have a very good relationship with the mayor, and I agree with a lot of the stuff that he does. But this to me, I don't like it. I don't like the Big Brother-ish, the oversight. I think it's just a cash grab because, I mean, let's face it, we're in a bad way right now.
It's not, Melissa, it's not just a cash grab. There is a real, honest to goodness necessity for bringing more money into the city because we're losing so much of what we've had.
Correct.
Okay, got that. I understand, and I don't think these people are bad people for bringing this up. I really don't. I think the world of Chris, our mayor, and I know that he's in a position where he has to make tough decisions. Maybe things that he wouldn't want to do himself. He's doing it on behalf of the city as part of his job. I get that part. But I have to register
get it too, but I don't like it.
As a citizen, but it's just that it's not that I don't like it. I have a reason for not liking it. I don't like it because I don't want tickets being issued by non-humans, because there is no judgment, no human judgment, and then you end up with intolerant situations. No reason. I mean, to say nothing of the malfunctions that equipment can absolutely make. And then, on top of all of that, when you have all that stuff and you have people who are in charge of maintaining it, you have the ability of human beings for using it for the wrong reasons.
Exactly. And
to me, we have safeguards for that. That's never going to happen. Okay, I love to believe you. I'd love to believe you, but I'm just this far away.
Yeah. I'm with you.
All right, break time here on Coffee In. Time to take our first break. And we got more coming your way. Stay tuned to ON Radio on this Memorial Day. We're doing a live version of Coffee In.
ON 1240.
Innovation is driving Rhode Island forward. It's all part of the Rhode Island 2030 plan to power the future of innovation right here at home. We're building Ocean State Labs, a life sciences incubator in Providence, and launching a first-of-its-kind cybersecurity school at Rhode Island College, training the next generation for high-demand careers. Blue economy and ocean tech companies are choosing Rhode Island to grow cutting-edge technologies and create good-paying jobs. Go to ri2030.ri.gov to learn more.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2025 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 7/20/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation of single-line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from
We can be twinsies.
to
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
We're local and live at 99.5.
And it's Coffee and on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us on this Memorial Day. Joe Callahan here, along with Melissa Murray. Dave Richards is floating in and out as well. And just back to the couple that were arrested at Twin River Casino. I always thought Mohegan Sun. I don't know if Foxwoods has done this, but Mohegan Sun actually has daycare at the casino.
Yeah, great idea.
I mean, obviously you got to pay for it.
Of course.
It's whatever per hour it is, and
take it off my points, right?
That's right. You can drop the kids there, and for the older ones, if you want to bring your 2 and 3 year olds there, there's the daycare. But for older ones, there's an arcade that is right next to where the daycare is, and you can send them. Here's $10. Try not to run out of it too fast.
I mean, I don't know. I guess that's a better alternative than just leaving them in the car for hours, right?
It is better because they can want. Because it's funny when you come out of the daycare and the arcade at Mohegan Sun, the restrooms are right there. I got to go to the bathroom. There you go. It's right here, and I'm sure there's a bubbler right nearby too. You can get a drink of water.
Okay.
So, but don't leave here until we come back and get you.
So is the arcade supervised? So I did not know.
Well, there are people in there because it's one of those deals where you play some games and you get tickets.
Oh, okay.
And you can redeem the tickets for prizes behind the cases.
But the littles have
so
obviously supervision, right?
Is there? There's a person walking around. You go, we say, oh, the machine didn't work or whatever. Or I didn't get my little puck to play air hockey. But
or my dad's been gone for 5 hours.
Well, yeah, that's right.
I'm hungry.
I've been here for a while, but there is supervision in the daycare, and of course that would be, if Bally's wanted to do that, they'd have to, carve out some space. Mm-hmm. And where do we carve out space? I don't know.
Right, and then you have to hire child care professionals when there's a shortage. Yeah.
And then you'd be hearing people complaining that it's going to cost. What do you mean $60 an hour?
Well,
you want to gamble? This is what, and bring your kids here. This is what we're gonna have to do.
Literally, like you play, you pay, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about that either.
What, daycare at the casino?
I don't know about that.
All right. Up in just over the border, up in Franklin, Massachusetts, a bad car crash over the weekend where a girl has passed away, and her mother and brother are still in the hospital. The father's been released, and the person in the other car was a resident of Franklin, 21-year-old James Blanchard was under the influence and caused the crash that happened Saturday night.
Whole family impacted.
Yes. He is charged with motor vehicle homicide while driving negligently and under the influence of alcohol, along with other offenses. He'll be arraigned in Rentham District Court tomorrow. Another one that spent the most of the weekend.
Well,
in Walpole.
Yeah.
So that
was bad choice. Live with forever.
I don't.
Poor family.
I don't know what happens with some. I'm gonna be sexist here with some of the guys. Boy, when they turn 21, they think. That's it.
Woo-hoo, right.
The world is my oyster. I'm doing everything I couldn't do
but also
before,
like that,
and now doing more.
That, I'm invincible kind of feeling that you had when you were young.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You felt like nothing could happen to you, and like, everything's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen.
And I can hold my liquor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine.
I mean,
it's bad.
It's really tragic.
I'm sorry this happened to this family as well.
Yeah.
Another bizarre story is there was a threat at New England Institute of Technology in East Greenwich. Police and firefighters responded to reports of a threat at the school. On Sunday, investigators say a residence hall was evacuated after someone made an anonymous threat through a school social media site. They're a little different than the colleges. I think they run all year long.
Yeah.
Okay. First responders conducted a search and determined there was no explosive in the building, and students were able to return to their rooms because it was at a residence hall.
Someone thought that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's a.
And they talked to some of the
explosive
the students.
Device.
The alarm goes off, and first you roll your eyes. Oh, come on! You just think it's a drill.
Yeah.
You don't think something something big has come up, but it did this time on Sunday. So, but they didn't find anything, so that was good. And why they would do it against a residence hall, I don't know.
Personal.
It might be. All right. And we had a hit and
they're
run.
in New England Tech, so they should be able to figure it out pretty quickly, right? Who did it?
Hopefully,
they have the technology for that. Right.
We had a hit and run crash in Pawtucket on Sunday night. Accident happened at the intersection of Pawtucket Avenue and Carver Street as the victim was crossing the road. Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Whenever I go to Timeless Antiques and Collectibles on Main Street in Woonsocket, I park in the parking lots across the street.
Yes.
When I come up to the red crosswalk, I will stop and wait and I look both ways to make sure the cars are stopping before I venture across the road. And even when I'm now in the crosswalk, I still watch if anyone's coming.
Yes.
Because I've been in the crosswalk before.
And seen somebody barreling around the corner.
There's a car coming from my right.
Yeah.
I go, that car's not stopping, so I will. And then breeze right by me. I'm standing in the crosswalk. Zoom. Not that this is the victim's fault. If you're in the crosswalk, you shouldn't be hit. But please, are you looking? Can you see someone's coming at you?
Left, right, left.
All the time.
That's, I always remember, look left, right, left. Yeah.
And even when you're in the crosswalk, be aware that cars might still be coming. Motorcycles may still be coming. The victim was taken to the hospital. They've got non-life-threatening injuries. Or maybe they thought that they could, I can make it. I see the car coming, and I'll try to make a run for it. And sometimes you're just not a good judge of the speed of the other car.
Lots of times I see people crossing and they're looking down at and they're on their phone.
On their phone?
They're just crossing the street.
Yep. They'll stop. They'll stop. Because I'm in the crosswalk.
I could never do that.
No.
Oh my gosh, you're not looking at all. Like you're just looking down on your phone and you're like, what?
I was actually didn't respond. I was I saw it happen. This did not happen in Woonsocket, where a kid tried to cross the road and not in a crosswalk and got clipped by a car by his foot and spilled on the ground. And that happened with two cars in front of me, and I saw it happen. And we called 911. Is anybody hurt? I said, yep. And I said, I'm not a medical person, but I think he broke something in his foot. And they said, okay, thanks. And now the person that actually hit the kid, who was about 12, was so distraught that they hit a child.
Yeah.
But there was me, there was the car in front of me, and the car in back of me. The three drivers, we all got out, and when the police arrived, we said, she is not at fault at all. It is all him, and we were all in agreement.
Yep.
He tried to get across in front of her without, he just darted. It's not her fault. And they were like, oh, thank you for that information. She was not charged in that. So.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the kid got a broken foot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe he's going to try to make this.
I'm sure the driver was very grateful for you all to have stayed there, because otherwise, right?
Who knows what would have
trajectory
happened.
could have changed.
Yeah,
been a lot different.
All right. So they're still striking at Butler Hospital. Yep. And now the striking people are accused of intimidating patients. I don't understand that. Why are you intimidating the patients, or are they intimidating visitors to the patients?
What is being said? Because I actually stopped by there on Saturday.
Okay. What's being said? I don't know. They're also accused of harassing temporary staff and posting online threats against hospital officials.
So they probably are. Well, they probably are yelling scab at
the workers. Temporary staff
that are coming in that are getting the hospital's spending a lot of money on these temporary staff instead of sitting down with the staff. And I will say that because I went out there personally, and I have talked to these folks at length, and they are some of the lowest paid hospital staff in the state, even though they work with some of the most difficult patients. A lot of them, and we know that incidents are on the rise where, doctors and nurses and hospital staff are being attacked or, being assaulted. And that happens a lot more at Butler just because it's the psychiatric unit. and they don't feel that they're being, taken seriously and that they're being compensated enough. And the hospital has said, well, we're going to cut off your health care at the end of the month. And so they're striking, but meanwhile they're paying those other folks to come in. I don't see, it was very peaceful. They had signs, and they were walking, and there were police there that were making sure that the traffic didn't slow down. And I actually heard them when they got on the not bullhorn, but microphone or whatever, thanking the Providence police for being there and keeping them safe. So I imagine they're probably yelling some things at the temporary staff. I didn't see them yelling at any visitors or patients. So,
okay. Like you said,
it could have been one random person who was super mad, right?
Maybe.
So
they are in a dispute over wages, benefits, and workplace safety.
Yep.
So that's
huge.
The hospital does say they remain steady for good faith bargaining to reach a fair settlement. So
that's what they're saying.
I don't think they'll meet today, but
I don't think that's
not going to happen. All right, we're going to take another break here on Coffee and more coming your way. We're going to take a look at the weather forecast, which is brought to us by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Increasing clouds today with a high of 69 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 48, calm wind. Tuesday's weather mostly sunny with a high of 76. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 72. Wednesday night, a slight chance of a shower. Thursday, another chance of a shower, mostly cloudy and 68. Really good chance of showers on Thursday night. Friday, little leftover rain in the morning, then partly sunny with a high of 75. Saturday, another chance of showers, partly sunny though with a high of 72. And on Sunday, partly sunny and 72 degrees.
Thanks, Dave. Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, we've got sunny skies with 56 degrees. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Ever order a pizza that turned out to be not quite what you expected? Order from Ollie's Pizzeria in Woonsocket and taste the difference local love can make. Not only do Sam and Tina live in, work in, and love Woonsocket, they know exactly what it takes to make you the perfect pizza. That's because they have been making pizzas since the 1970s. Sam and Tina have made and served over 2 million pizzas with their combined experience. So they know what it takes to make the perfect pizza pie. Taste the local love that has customers coming back for more and more at Ollie's Pizzeria, 204 South Main Street, on the corner of South Main Street and Front Street in Woonsocket. Ollie's.
This Memorial Day, take a moment to remember those who gave everything for our freedom and keep your loved ones safe in their honor. Drive carefully, never drink and drive, and always watch the kids around water and grills. Honor their sacrifice. Celebrate safely. This Memorial Day safety message is brought to you by North Smithfield Lincoln Urgent Care.
This is Gary Smith. Join me for Do You Remember, Tuesday through Friday at 9 a.m. here on ON, AM, and FM radio.
ON Radio.
It's Coffee In on 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 this Memorial Day 2025. This is Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray. Dave Richards may pop back in at some point, but we'll see about that. And looks like the fire marshal has determined that the fire at the Batunik Oyster Bar accidental.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, good, but,
wow,
but still a lot of damage done.
Yep.
And they
That's very sad.
It is.
I don't know when the last time you've been there or if you've been there.
It was actually about a few months ago.
Yeah, same.
I think it was like February, maybe April.
Mm-hmm.
And we went down and my wife and I got clam cakes and French fries and sat outside. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Right on the water.
It was just there a couple of weeks ago as well. Yep.
I'm like, wow. So it hasn't been declared a total loss yet, but
it's
a
from the pictures that I
possibility.
saw. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I hope they rebuild. Wow, what a monumental task that's going to be. But they employed a lot of people in that area. Also,
that's 300. Full-time and seasonal workers.
Wow.
That's a ton of people.
Yeah.
And, there's a restaurant right next to it. What's the name of that one? Champlin's, something like that? Anyway, I don't know how they could absorb, how the restaurants that are nearby there could absorb
No, I don't think they. Yeah, 'cause
all that many.
Presumably, they've already hired their staff for the upcoming
We're
season.
all
'cause
set for
we're
the
right up
summer.
on it,
Yeah.
right?
All right. So that and that
So
lounge,
sad.
that lounge in Providence is
Mhm.
is staying closed. Now there was a shooting there, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before, in the Oneyville section. It's called the Passion Lounge. Do you frequent this place, Melissa?
I am unfamiliar
I
with
have
this
never been there.
establishment.
The Providence Board of License is expected to discuss the issue at its next meeting, which will be next week, but they remain closed, so they're not making any money over there.
No. That is for the Board of License Commissioners, which I assume is maybe the same as the City Council. That's what ours is.
It is
right?
in Woonsocket, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same in Providence, but I'm not positive on that. But and when I hear stories about this, I just keep thinking, boy, there's so many bars and lounges in Providence that I'm just not aware of.
Yeah.
Small ones like this one. It's like, I said, I've never heard of you. So, but you know, they I don't know if they're trying to fly under the radar. You know, we just want our local people to come and enjoy the place, and we don't need outsiders coming in. We want to be the neighborhood bar. Okay, that's fine. But they stay closed for right now. All right. Are you a fan of Greek salad, Melissa?
Not huge.
All right.
I don't like cucumbers, so that's the reason.
And see, this is the issue. Store-made Greek salads from Shaw's and Star Market supermarkets around New England should not be eaten due to potential salmonella poisoning, directed right from the cucumbers.
See, it's always the cucumbers.
There was a voluntary recall. It was announced yesterday. Cucumbers linked to salmonella outbreak that has caused over 24 illnesses in 15 states.
See,
Get some bad cucumbers.
I have that thing. I think we talked about this before. Some people have an aversion to cilantro and they think it tastes like soap.
Okay.
I have that to melon. I hate all melon. It's just it tastes rotten to me, but it also extends to cucumbers. So maybe it's just like my genetics saying like, hey, these aren't safe. Because you know what? It's always the melon that's contaminated. It's always the cucumbers.
The salads were sold at Star Markets in Massachusetts, but also at Shaw's in Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Connecticut is out of this. So, yeah. So it's and my daughter loves cucumbers.
Yeah, I can't even. If someone slices a cucumber,
And they say, "Here, have a
the
slice?"
smell of it is just nauseating to me. Yeah, it's really weird. I want to like them. It's not going to happen ever.
I had I worked with a guy. This is worked in Worcester, and when we would go eat there before the games, sometimes they'd have make your own salad kind of thing, and it always bugged them that the cucumbers, they were sliced, but not peeled.
Oh.
Not, what do you call that? Would you do that?
Yeah. No, that takes too much time.
Yeah, and it's like he was serious. He'd show up. He goes, "This is wrong."
Because you can't eat it because you have to eat this.
Well, you can eat it, and then you can eat the skin. I mean, not that there was a lot of it, but think of it like an orange or a banana.
Not quite the same.
Well, I guess not, but I guess it'd be the same with like an apple. Maybe that's a better. You don't like the skin of apples, but you like the inside of the apple. Same thing with the cucumber here.
That would be weird if somebody, sliced a banana and it's with the skin
Left
on.
It in the skin with the skin on.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like cucumbers. So
do you think about that every now and then? I do. When you think back to, who was the first person that said, "Hey, let's not eat the skin of a banana, but let's eat what's inside this thing." The animals seem to like what's inside. Maybe we should try it.
Right. Probably look. Oh well, the animals are doing that. Maybe I should do that too. Right.
And they're avoiding the outside, but they like the inside.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was wondering who was the first person that tried this.
Pretty quickly, because if you've ever tried to bite open a banana just to get it started, it tastes really, really bad.
It's funny you say that because it's the same thing with an orange.
Yeah. Oh, same. Yeah. Right. Ugh. Great. Right.
But I got so used to, because I will bite into an orange. I won't cut it up. I'll bite into it to start the peeling process.
Yeah.
And I haven't had oranges in a long time. But I actually got used to the taste of the orange peel from that that quick little bite.
Maybe
not that I liked it,
maybe
but I was
twisted
used to
in
it.
a cocktail. Maybe twisted in a cocktail, but not. Yeah, no.
All right. Let's see. Down in New Bedford, residents being warned a bat has tested positive for rabies.
Oh no.
It was found in the vicinity of fire station number 8 in New Bedford. Anyone with outdoor pets should check to make sure vaccinations are up to date. Anyone who encounters an animal exhibiting rabies symptoms, including abnormal aggressive behavior, lethargy, or excessive salivation, should keep a distance and notify New Bedford Animal Control. Well, how do you do that with a bat? They're flying above you.
I mean, if you're getting attacked by a bat, I would say it's probably rabid.
Okay. That's the good with the aggressive behavior. Hang on, let me check to see if you've got the excessive
typically
salivation.
Mosquitoes, not people.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Makes you wonder how the bat got it.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty.
Go after a fox or something like that, or a coyote, and got it that way.
Who knows, right? Because they're usually the carriers.
Yeah. So, all right. So that one more thing to worry about down there in the.
I think bats are cute, but I'm an animal lover. Yeah, right. You know, they have it's a 4-leg rule that I have. You know, they only have 4 legs, so I'm good with them.
Bats only have 2.
No, they're 4.
Well, they got the wings.
Yeah, and they have little hands on the ends.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. You need to go. You need to go to Animal Kingdom in Disney World.
Okay.
And go into the bat enclosure. They go those things with the 6 to 7 foot wingspans.
Yeah, that's
on these
awesome.
things. They're huge.
That's awesome.
But you are behind glass, so you don't have to worry about it. But you have a very good view of what they look like. I'm like, wow, look at the size of these things.
I had a crazy bat experience.
Okay.
When I was in Mexico, we went into one of these cenotes. The whole experience was crazy because, you know, you see like these cenotes, which are like these caverns and they're filled with water and everyone goes and, you know, bathing in them and, you know, there's waterfalls and stuff. So I signed us up for one and I didn't realize that it wasn't like a public one. This was a private one that was owned by, you know, like this indigenous group.
Oh, okay.
And so our tour guide took us, I don't know, we probably were like maybe 45 minutes into the jungle on a one-way unpaved road. So, and with no cell service. So I was like, okay, might die here.
Had a good life.
So, okay, all right, you know. So we finally get there. There's absolutely no one there. We go down these rickety stairs and we go into this cenote and it is like pitch black, right? And all we have is these headlights.
Yeah, and on the heads and your helmets.
And he's like, oh, yeah, you know, just go into the water. So he's asking us to get into this like pitch black water in a cave.
What's swimming in the water?
There are some like little fishes or whatever.
All right.
And I look up accidentally and I have the light on and
they're all on the
thousands
cave.
and
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of bats are hanging upside down above us.
And
so.
not making any noise.
Well, every once in a while, yeah, it was during the day.
Okay, so they're sleeping, yeah.
They're sleeping, but they're all like holding each other with their little wings and they're like all upside down.
Yeah.
And it's like this whole ecosystem where their droppings like keep the acidity of the water and feed the fish and blah. So I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And like, because they look like little chihuahuas with wings.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it was just really amazing. But, you know, our guide told us, like, hey, we need to get out of here by 5:30 because at 6 o'clock, what happens when it gets dark? They all swoop out at once.
Yeah. And they're not going to be happy you're there.
And they probably won't be. But, you know, they were like kind of squeaky and like they moved around a little and it didn't like the light shining on them.
Oh,
but,
no.
Like you wouldn't know that there were thousands and thousands and thousands of bats.
That just sounds like
giant.
the start of just a bad horror movie.
I know. And he's like, don't go. If you go underwater, don't go into any of the caverns because there are people who, you know, get lost. And I said, well, you know, has anybody ever get lost and never been found? He's like, oh yeah.
Right. Oh, good to know.
It was a once in a lifetime experience.
Wow.
It was, but you know, once we got back to the city, I was like, Okay, phew.
Wow.
That
All right.
didn't freak me out. What freaked me out was when we were driving out on this one-lane road. We finally got back to like a major road, and everybody was stopped because there was a gigantic tarantula, like the size of like a dinner plate, like giant. And he said, "Oh, you want to get out and see it?" And I'm like, "Nope." Fine with the bats, fine with going into the water with pitch black, not knowing, fine with whatever was living in there. Tarantula, nope.
And and it wasn't moving. It was just.
Oh, it was crossing the road.
And,
there was traffic stopped.
Well, they don't run.
No. So then he told us,
speed.
it's out because it rained yesterday. It rained a couple of days, and so they come out. And so I just realized that, like, the entire time that we were out, they were everywhere, all over. I just didn't know it.
No,
and so I was pretty glad that I'm like, I never needed to know that. That's my bad story.
All right, that's a good one. All right, more Coffee In is coming your way. We ask you to please stick around. It is Memorial Day. Remember, we got the Memorial Day observance ceremony coming up, and we'll have it for you here on ON Radio at 11 o'clock this morning.
ON 1240.
Innovation is driving Rhode Island forward. It's all part of the Rhode Island 2030 plan to power the future of innovation right here at home. We're building Ocean State Labs, a life sciences incubator in Providence, and launching a first-of-its-kind cybersecurity school at Rhode Island College, training the next generation for high-demand careers. Blue economy and ocean tech companies are choosing Rhode Island to grow cutting-edge technologies and create good-paying jobs. Go to ri2030.ri.gov to learn more.
Are you looking for solutions to meet your business banking needs? At Milford Federal, the longest-standing community bank in the area, they offer customized solutions for commercial lending, cash management, online banking, and payment processing services. Their business banking team is committed to the growth and success of your business with local decision-making and a relationship-based approach. Let Milford Federal be your banking partner. Visit them at milfordfederal.com today. Milford Federal Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 465956.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the GPS directions first, before driving to the mall.
Turn right at the light. In 1,000 miles, you will reach Montreal.
Not Montreal, the mall.
Recalculating. 6,000 miles to Nepal.
No, the mall.
Checking first is smart.
Recalculating.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2025 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 7/20/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
We are local and live at 99.5 FM.
It is Coffee In here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray. Dave Richards is here as well. And let's see.
What do you know?
Yep. Let's see. The Seacock, Massachusetts postmaster is accused of stealing $20,000, nearly $20,000.
Only accused.
In government money.
Innocent until guilty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bethany LeBlanc is accused of stealing nearly $20,000 through a scheme using no-fee money orders. Okay, those money orders are generated by the U.S. Postal Service as an alternative to sending cash or a check through the mail.
Mm-hmm.
She was the postmaster in Seacock from November 2023 to February of this year.
So the scheme was that she would charge them for the...
I don't know how this is done. I have never bought a money order. I don't know how it's done. It sounds like she's running it to herself.
Well,
and keeping the money.
Maybe. I was thinking, well, maybe she's charging like a fee. Or, like, how many people get money orders?
I don't know.
Well, a lot of people who are transient will get them. I mean, if you're moving, right? So if you were setting up shop in Florida and you don't have residency yet, so your bank account doesn't say that yet, you know, and you've got the cash from your Rhode Island bank, you can go to the post office.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody will respect the post office, money order.
Mm-hmm. Right. You can get them from your bank too, but sometimes the bank charges. Mine doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Does
Depends on where you're going.
Right.
Does Melissa know the most misspelled words in the United States?
I don't know. We had
Oh
this
yeah, I
earlier.
was listening, and
Thank you.
And
I was beginning to wonder if the lady had a radio in the house.
I was listening in the car.
Oh.
And definitely, I was listening.
Definitely is one.
Yeah, and so I used to misspell that word also, but I remember that the word finite is in it.
Right.
Yes.
So I always
how you
make
do it?
sure, yep,
All
that
right.
it's an I and not an A, or yeah.
All right, so definitely is number one. Separate.
Yep.
It's SEPA, not E.
Yes. There's a rat in
RATE.
separate, which is how I remember that.
All right. Oh, you had good teachers at telling you this.
I didn't have teachers
necessary.
telling me this. This is my weird brain just like remembering stuff.
Necessary comes in third.
Yeah, the C's and
I
the
used
S's.
to put two
Yep.
C's in it.
Only
Yeah.
one C, two
One-
S's.
one C,
Right.
yeah.
Believe. Don't know your I's before E, except
I've-
after C.
I
That's
in
never
this
had a
right.
case,
problem with
Right.
that one.
That's right. Except
Never had a problem with
no,
that.
with believe is okay. All right. And through. It's THROUGH, unless you're
Yeah.
throwing the ball or he
Right.
threw the ball. THRU is really not a word. It's just used.
a lot of folks they'll put though instead of through, like
They forget the.
or they begin the R or
forget
the
the
O
R.
or
They
the
forget
U.
the R, huh?
Yeah.
I told Dave
I'm not surprised at any of those.
my most commonly misspelled word is from, because when I type it out, it always comes out as form.
Yep.
And
And spell check doesn't
spell
catch
check
it.
says fine. Well,
That's a word,
Form's
yeah.
a word, though. So we're moving on.
Oops.
And
Proof.
So how you doing with xylophone, Joe?
the xylophone's tough. There's an X. There's no Z, but there is an X.
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently, Bigfoot is in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Made his way out of the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
Father and son, they think they saw a Bigfoot. The two were out bow fishing. I don't know what bow fishing is.
Oh,
Is that like rivers?
Well, yeah, you got a bow and arrow, and you're shooting fish from
Oh,
the
that.
boat
Oh, okay.
that you can see
Okay.
on a sunshiny, clear day. You see the fish.
Okay.
That's a skill.
Yeah. Okay. This is near
Well-
Monroe, Michigan,
The Indians used to do it.
on May 18th, when the father told a Bigfoot research group his dog started running after the creature, which was up on two legs, about 6 feet tall, and kind of looked like a gorilla. He said the whole encounter happened so fast, I didn't have time to take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And it was probably a bear.
But it was on two legs, and bears don't normally get up on two legs unless
They
they're going to
do.
fight.
Right. Yeah. I
Not-
mean,
not
if
to
there was
run
a dog
away.
running after it, maybe.
Yeah.
It's lucky
Well,
the dog
maybe.
survived.
Yeah. So, just in case you're wondering, sounds like a good.
Maybe it was Sasquatch, right? What?
Bigfoot,
No,
right.
it's regional, right? Bigfoot is, and then there's Bigfoot. Sometimes they call him Sasquatch. Sometimes it's
And then there's
Yeti.
Yeti, yeah.
Well, those are white, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Those are out in the
I gotta get
Himalayas.
up on my cryptids.
Normally we have Leslie Page join us on Mondays here on the Coffee and program.
She's not coming today, Joe.
No, she's
You
not.
Get the memo?
It's a holiday, you know.
Yeah.
So she got the day off, but she recorded this message for us, and we want to get it in before the hours is up. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Trying to get my mouse to work right.
Use the mouse.
Good morning. The library is closed today for Memorial Day. Our hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We offer self-service photocopying and faxing, and our reference department provides notary services free of charge on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m., and 2 to 4 and 6 to 8 p.m. Tuesday and Friday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. and 2 to 4 p.m., and Saturdays from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. This week, the Children's Department is offering Sensory Exploration Fun on Wednesday, May 28th at 10 a.m., and Music is Fun with Anne Marie Forer, also on Wednesday, May 28th at 11:30 a.m. Our Youth Services Department is running an escape room for kids and teens throughout the month of June. The staff are now booking appointments for groups of up to 8 for Beat the Clock, Escape the Game. To register or to get more information about all children's programs, please call 767-4122. Our teen department holds a tabletop role play game every Tuesday from 3 to 4:30 p.m. Anyone age 11 through 18 is welcome. Storytelling through theater is a drop-in workshop for ages 11 through 18 at the library every Thursday from 3 to 4:30 p.m. For more information on all teen programs, please call 767-4132. Our next Tech Tuesday will be held on Tuesday, May 27th at 2 p.m. This session will be devoted to learning email tips and tricks. Call 767-4124 to register. All of the latest information about programs, services we offer, and how to reach us can be found at our website, woonsocketlibrary.org, or on our Facebook page. If you have any questions or would like more information about anything I've mentioned today, please call us at 769-9044. And we look forward to seeing you at the library.
Thanks, Leslie. That was Leslie Page from the Woonsocket Harris Public Library. The library is closed today.
It's not taking up much room in the studio today, I'll tell you.
Nope. This is such a bizarre story. And we'll probably hear more of it, but a Swiss crypto millionaire is reportedly going to turn himself into the New York Police Department this week.
They have a manhunt out for him.
For questioning involved in a torture case. The executive popped up on police radar after the Friday arrest of a Kentucky crypto millionaire, John Waltz, for allegedly holding an Italian trader prisoner in a Manhattan apartment and torturing him. He wanted his Bitcoin password, and he was holding out, I guess. The victim escaped on Friday, told a traffic cop what had been happening. The Swiss executive's lawyers are reportedly arranging for the man's surrender.
Nice.
This is weird.
This is weird.
This is a...
Never saw this on Law and Order.
This is a Law and Order case. What's going on here? I'm like, wow.
I've never seen that episode yet. They couldn't even have predicted this.
No. It's funny. You see those things every now and then on Facebook. You know, what do kids say today that you never said, like in the 1980s? One of them is, hey, where's my phone? No one ever said that in the 80s. Here's another one. Give me your Bitcoin password. What? What? I don't think I have one. So
well, a Bitcoin password, I'm not so sure.
Maybe they have a lot of Bitcoin.
Well, I'm just thinking about, it's a funny thing. We have you can pay your advertising bill on the website. For us to go in and even find out the name of somebody who paid, it's like triple authentication before you can even get there. And we can't take the money. They send the money. So it's not like they got to verify who. This is just to look and see who paid the bill. Mm-hmm. And so if you've got Bitcoin, is having a password going to be enough? You'd have to have the person's cell phone. You have to have
right. You probably
the name of their
password
first
in.
pet.
Oh, we just sent a 6-digit number to your phone. Please enter that number.
And
all that stuff, right?
And that's just the second level of annoyance.
I guess you figured he
and
could
then
torture
and then you have the
that
third
out of
level
too.
of annoyance, where it's going to be how many of these things have sidewalks in them? How many of these pictures have sidewalks in them? And then after that,
all of them.
And then after that, they say your security questions. First of all, tell us what your security question is, and then tell us
the answer.
Your answer. And it's
we'll
all
see
going
if
to
it's right.
just to find out who paid their bill.
Right.
Yeah.
Not get the money.
So those things are like, how many of these? Click on all the squares that have a bicycle in them, and it's a picture of one bicycle, and there's like a tiny
Way in the
corner, a corner of the tire in one of the squares. I'm like, does this count?
I better click on it just in case
I click
it does.
on it anyway.
Yeah.
And I guess that's probably like. What do I do? What do I do?
Looks like kids' cereals are getting more unhealthy.
Shocking.
What did I see? I was actually in the store this past weekend.
Right.
They've got chocolate milkshake frosted flakes. I'm like, oh, I would have loved this as a kid.
Yeah.
I go, but how healthy is this? Well, it's not.
It's not.
Twice on the bottom shelf.
Advocates frequently work against themselves. Frequently. Because they will become so absorbed in their crusade, they will go too far, lose support from common sense thinking people, and then just do stupid things to maintain their existence.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, nailing Jello to the wall, and any thinking person would have not done it in the first place. I mean, Rex Trailer was out of work. Major Mud was out of work. Salty Brian's show went off the air, all because of advocacy groups. Oh, you can't be selling stuff to the kids. Why? I mean, the cereal manufacturers have been doing it forever. Oh, don't worry, they're next.
Take down the big guys.
Probably,
all the yucky cereal is going to end up in some discount store because nobody actually wants to buy it. You just wait and get your stale cereal super cheap.
Yum, yum. All right, we got to go, though. We come to the end of the program. Thank you very much for listening on this Memorial Day. Dave, thanks for being here.
We'll see you at 11 o'clock at World War II Park.
All right, best of luck with that. And Melissa, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, please come to World War II Park at 11. There's a big, big surprise announcement that's going
We'll
to
see
happen.
Melissa there, too.
will
But
be
we'll
there.
see Melissa there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be hiding in the truck.
All right, join us at 11 for the Memorial Day ceremony here on ON, AM, and FM.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A man with dual American-German citizenship is facing charges in New York following an alleged attempt to firebomb the U.S. Embassy in Israel. More from Lisa Carton.
Joseph Newmeyer appeared in Brooklyn federal court on Sunday after FBI agents arrested him at JFK Airport last week. The Justice Department says the 28-year-old, who had been in Israel since April, posted on his Facebook account, quote, "Death to America," and joined me this afternoon in Tel Aviv. We are burning down the U.S. Embassy. That was on May 19th, and later that day, the DOJ says Newmeyer showed up at the embassy branch in Tel Aviv with a backpack containing Molotov cocktails. He also allegedly posted assassination threats against President Trump. If convicted, he faces 5 to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
President Trump says Russian President Vladimir Putin has gone absolutely crazy. More from Tammy Trujillo.
Talking on Truth Social Sunday, Trump said the two have always had a good relationship, but that something has happened to Putin.
I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all.
Trump said he's always thought Putin wants all of Ukraine, not just a piece of it. Ukrainian President Zelensky, in posts on social media earlier on Sunday, said nearly 300 attack drones had been launched by Russia overnight.
Sunday marked the 5th anniversary of the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Now, former officer Derek Chauvin killed Floyd on May 25, 2020, when he knelt on his neck for 9 minutes.
Please, 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 I can't breathe. Please, man.
Video of his death went viral and caused a national uproar over police brutality and racism. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Lou Mandeville here with a look at sports. Orioles topped the Red Sox 5-1. Boston made 3 errors, allowing a pair of unearned runs as they dropped the series finale and fall a game under 500. Blue Jays pounded by the Rays 13-0. Brandon Lowe and Curtis Mead each went deep for Tampa. First place Yankees topped the Rockies 5-1. Roman Anthony had a pair of RBIs as the Worcester Red Sox topped Durham 3-1. Indianapolis 500, Alex Palou took the win for Chip Ganassi Racing. Coke 600 in NASCAR, William Byron dominated much of the race but was overtaken late by Ross Chastain, who took down the win. Saturday soccer action, Rhode Island FC fell 1-0 to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds despite carrying play for much of the match. Danny Griffin scored the only goal of the game. And in the International Ice Hockey Federation World Championships, gold medal game goes to USA. They topped Switzerland 1-0 in overtime. Tage Thompson scored 2 minutes and 2 seconds into overtime for the game's only goal. Jeremy Swayman had 25 saves for the shutout as the Americans win the gold for the first time since 1933. In the bronze medal game, Sweden beat Denmark 6-2, winning the bronze medal. It was Michael Backlund with 2 goals and an assist for the Swedes. That is your look at sports from Sports. I'm Lou Mandeville.
If you're traveling during your summer vacation, State Line Service reminds you that you're sharing the road with record numbers of motorists, many of whom are not familiar with the area. So be extra alert, observe posted speed limits, and expect the unexpected. From State Line Service and Tire Center, your full diagnostic center for late model as well as older vehicles, including the diagnosis of those check engine light reminders. Check tire pressure for better mileage, keep air filters clean, and always keep your vehicle well maintained. You'll save in the long run. State Line Service and Tire Center, a family business. 1209 Social Street, Woonsocket at the State Line.
This ONAM and FM forecast brought to you by A Special Place at 719 Front Street in the NeighborWorks Plaza. Their hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Thursdays till 8. The phone number, 401-597-0950 for A Special Place.
Increasing clouds today with a high of 69 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 48, calm wind. Tuesday's weather mostly sunny with a high of 76. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 72. Wednesday night, a slight chance of a shower. Thursday, another chance of a shower, mostly cloudy and 68. Really good chance of showers on Thursday night. Friday, little leftover rain in the morning, then partly sunny with a high of 75. Saturday, another chance of showers, partly sunny though with a high of 72. And on Sunday, partly sunny and 72 degrees. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, the temperature is 56 degrees.
ON Radio, ON Worldwide.
Good morning. I'm Steve Healy, the director of the Congregate Meal Program at Aging Well, and welcome to Senior Scene. And today we have
Donna Naradoe, the Director of Community Services, to join you again, Steve.
Wonderful, and we're so sorry Linda can't be with us here today. We'd like to go over some things that are going on for the remainder of the month, and also what's going on in June. It's an exciting time. Although, at the time we're recording this today, it's 59 degrees. I think someone thinks it's fall. Mother Nature might be a little confused.
Absolutely. Too chilly for me.
Donna, what kind of neat things do we have going on right now?
Well, coming up for the end of the month, which will be too close when the show airs, we have a drummer that comes, and he's coming now, which you wouldn't be able to sign up for at this rate, but he is very interesting, and he comes with bongos, and usually about 20 people can learn and start playing music, and he comes maybe fairly regularly every other month. He is absolutely something.
Yeah, I think this one was kind of a fill-in because we didn't have that. We didn't have that last month, I don't think, to talk about.
We did not.
No, we did not. So it was something that he had in his schedule, and it worked out, and people signed up, and I'll be making some pizza, but I promise I'll do it again.
Yeah, it's fun. We'd like to have him a little more often.
So, Donna, we're starting the month of June, and of course, we have June, but we know the 21st is our official first day of summer. Is there some things that we like to tell the folks about maybe some new programming that's happening?
Well, the month of June is pretty busy as well, as most months are, but we do have some fun activities. We have a girl named Nicole who plays at several senior centers and nursing homes, and she comes and does music, has a wonderful voice, and we try to get her once a month. She's coming June 9th. And then we try to do a popping craft.
And just so you know, that Nicole comes at 10:30 in the morning.
Yes.
So it's after the exercise class, and it's before lunch, and sometimes she goes right through lunch.
She does, yep, and she has a wonderful voice. And then we have, actually, our director Ryan's mom does crafts. So she's coming this June on the 17th with sparkling beads.
And that's going to be on a Monday. The 17th is a Monday, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
No,
it's a Tuesday. I'm sorry, it is on Tuesday. Stand corrected.
Tuesday at 12:30. You know, things like this, though, you do have to register for. It's always nice to have lunch and then register for the different classes.
Right, so we know we have enough materials for people to create those crafts. And yes, I know. I did have my other eye surgery done, so I'm testing out the new lens in my eye. So if I make a mistake, please forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
And screen time with Ryan. And I know we just had one, and I know we're going to have that once a month. Can you explain a little bit about that? Because I had to run out because we had some things we had to do with I had to go out to some of the meal sites.
He's only done 2, and we did the second one because the first one everyone seemed to enjoy. I don't know, it's a lot of work for him, but he comes up with different things, kind of like blooper things, things from the past, a little bit of questionnaire, but he puts together an hour of different events, different things that he presents. And they all watch it on the TV, and I hear a lot of laughter. And this time
there was quite a crowd there, too.
There was. There were like 25 this time, and I know he's doing it again next month, I believe on the 16th. He tends to do that in the morning as well before lunch.
And I see something on here. The end of the month, there's going to be a comedy show.
There is, and the question of that right now is whether or not it's June 24th or June 25th, but it will be the Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
We're going to have a comedian come in. We'll be having whatever you decide to make for us to eat. I'm thinking dynamites.
Oh.
And we will also be having one of our seniors, Brian. He's a wonderful guy, and he's going to start doing some music for us. So it'll be kind of a little music, comedy, dinner show. So that would be something to look into. Those are usually small charges. If you're a member, it's $10, but if you are not, it's $15. But those kind of things we try to do once a month from like 4 to 7 to give people the opportunity to come out a little later in the day.
Yeah, and we also have we have the daylight savings time, so it's lighter a little bit longer.
Right. Last year, really everything we did from 4 to 7 once a month was well attended because I think they really like socializing and having a dinner instead of a lunch.
Correct. And we're happy to do that. We're happy to provide that for our members and participants. The other thing that we do is the last Friday of the month is movies, and we have a current movie, a classic movie. And that is directly after lunch on the last Friday of the month.
Right.
And we say, come to lunch, enjoy lunch, and see the movie, and we provide popcorn. And so let's see. That is going to be the 27th. So.
Yes, and I can't remember the name of the movie we picked this time, but
Well, it was by...
Last time we did Hachi because we thought that would be very cool for the people in Woonsocket, and it really was, and it was well attended. This one is a dog movie as well, but unfortunately I can't remember what the title of the movie is. It'll be at the end of the month.
Well, the thing is, join us for lunch. There's chicken escarole soup. They're having barbecue pulled pork, which would probably be kind of tasty, baked beans and potato salad. And if you're not thinking that and you're thinking more summer fare, there's also the offering of a Cobb salad.
Yeah.
So.
And then stay for the movie and have some popcorn.
That's right, on a Friday afternoon. And it's the 27th, so it will be air conditioned and it'll be nice and comfortable. And also, the last Tuesday of the month is when we have Marie and Steve's Breakfast Club.
Right.
And
that's all on you, but everyone loves it.
Well, we enjoy doing it, you know? We enjoy doing it. We get there a little early than usual, but it's nice to have people there for breakfast. Start your day off right. You know, the menu varies because it's not done by the caterer. It's done all in-house. So we also take a look at our budget and see what we have for. We know that we weren't doing a lot of eggs because of the price, but the price has come down a little bit. So we can add some more eggs into that mix. But that's always the last Tuesday of the month. Breakfast is at 8:30, and just need to register in advance so that we know we have enough.
Yeah.
And have a spot for you.
And the last Tuesday of the month is also always busy because we also do the special bingo
The special
after
bingo,
lunch.
yes, which is the bingo that has been graciously sponsored. So when you come to lunch, there's no charge for bingo.
Right.
And people enjoy that as well. We also have bingo on Monday and Thursdays immediately after lunch as well. But once a month we have this. We had a wonderful sponsor that decided to sponsor this for us. And we hope you come and enjoy that. And other than that, I mean, we have this other program, which we were trying to remember the name. Qigong? Qigong. Which is an introduction to this program, which is for balance and flexibility. I believe it's something like Tai Chi. It's similar to Tai Chi, okay? And it's been practiced for thousands of years in Asia, and now we're going to do it in Woonsocket.
We are, and it's going to start in June, and it will be on Friday mornings at 9:30. So we're starting with a new person that's going to come in, and we're going to try it out and see if people enjoy it, and try it for the month of June at 9:30. Seems like it's supposed to be very good for your balance and your flexibilities, but
And I think we all need a little more balance and flexibility. I know I do.
yeah.
So is this going to be something that is it just one class and then we'll build off of that, or is it going
We're
to
going
be?
to do the whole month of June at 9:30, and if it's well attended and well liked, then she will continue on Fridays at 9:30 in the morning, and maybe even add her into different other time slots if people really like. But I have never seen it, so I'm not really sure the exercise program, to be honest.
Well, I mean, at one time I was an instructor for Tai Chi Kwon-Do, and that had to do with balance, and it had to do with flexibility, and had to do with strength as well. And I think they all kind of have the root. Some have a little different method to it. Some are a little more advanced. Some are a little more basic to start out with. But I mean, I always enjoyed the program that I was trained in, which has been helpful, and I still do some of the moves. I might look a little silly doing it in my house by myself, but I do some of the moves. But other than that, we have our regular classes in Woonsocket and in North Smithfield. We have TAP, we have Zumba Gold, we have Balance and Flex. We have, I think, Pilates.
Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 classes are more of a movement class. So you're a little busier in the activities, but they are very well attended.
And there's always room for more.
Absolutely. And, yeah, Elaine and Steve do a great job with their classes. So those are something that I would check out.
Yes, and if something you want to start out with, you can be a little gun shy with these things. Sue has a class on Friday mornings.
Well, this is where we're going to replace her class for a little bit and see
I didn't get that memo.
If they like this flex and balance, she's going to let the new instructor do this program for a while. We'll see how it flies.
Okay, well then you do brain games with Sue.
And then we
anyway.
do brain games, yeah.
Yes. There's also, we have cribbage. We chair volleyball.
We do, and people really like that. But that's at 10:30 in the morning, typically on a Tuesday. And yeah, everyone likes that. We might have to start having some chair volleyball tournaments.
Well, that could be very interesting. That could be very interesting as well. We do have, we will be celebrating Father's Day on June 12th with the Father's Day meal, which is going to be pot roast and gravy. And I think most dads like that. And I think most people do like that as well.
Yeah, they do.
So that will be on the 12th. We look forward. We always try to honor dads and father figures.
Yeah.
So we'll be having that as well.
We have our pool table, too, which, surprisingly, a lot of people like to call and sign up and see if the pool room's open. And typically there's people in there playing pool in the afternoons. So
Yes.
people might want to consider that.
Now, we still have the chair yoga class, correct?
We do, on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
Yep.
And that's in the afternoon.
Yes.
And what's that class that Elaine does after lunch, which is so much fun?
Walk Fit.
Walk Fit.
That's on Mondays. I believe it's Mondays. Yes, Mondays at 1 o'clock or around 1 o'clock.
Right, around 1 o'clock,
She
yes.
has a great program with that. There's a lot of good music, and
Yes.
she keeps everybody hopping.
And I hear the bell ding, and you go to the
And you
next
try
song and the next
something. Yeah.
next exercise
Yeah,
to do.
she does a really good job. Yep, people like that one a lot too. And then though it's a charge, once a month we have someone that comes in to do Reiki, someone that comes in to do manicures, and someone that comes in to do reflexology. The costs are minimal, but it's something to check out. If you're a member, the costs are minimal. But they do. It's typically on Wednesdays, so one at the beginning of the month, one at the end of the month, and they're pretty scheduled. But people are tending to really like the Reiki and the reflexology. They're half hours, and the charges are always different.
I'm going to
but
have to try that someday.
I have. She's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have to try that someday.
Yeah.
And then Crystal does come in and do the manicures too.
She does. For $10, she does a nice job.
And I think and Crystal's a nice young lady. She's been with us for several years.
Yeah, she has. So, yeah, she tries to do that on a Friday once a month. But she's willing to come a little bit more often if there's need. And she does do a good job. For $10 to get a manicure is really really reasonable.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Now, we also have the exercise room, which has treadmills, and we have the recumbent bicycle. And people can come in there. There's just a couple of requirements. We just want to make sure that you have a sign off from your doctor that you're healthy enough to do these things.
Right.
And of course, there is the gym equipment that's outside, which is a little nicer to use. Well, we usually see Everett out there in the morning on the bicycle.
Every morning.
Yeah.
As soon as the weather's nice, Everett's
out there. He's been out there when it's a little chilly too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, the exercise room's really nice, but you do have to go to your doctor to have a waiver signed off. That
We do have that available in the office.
do.
You could see Jane, or you could see.
And then you can come in anytime you want. And
Right.
Ride the bike or walk the treadmill, and just get your exercise in.
Better than paying to go to Planet Fitness, I would say.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't cost you anything except for your $18 membership.
Correct. Also, you know that we would close the Monday before Monday of Labor Day. I mean Memorial Day. Don't let me rush things because I've been waiting for this summer weather to
Get
come.
to summer first.
And then we will be closed on the 19th, a Thursday, which is we're observing Juneteenth. We'll close.
Juneteenth.
Yes.
Yep, we'll be closed that Thursday.
So there won't be bingo. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. It's a pretty busy day.
Donna, what else do you have that we just call 766-3734. Our newsletter hasn't quite come out yet. So, we're trying to fill in with the things that there will be other things coming on into the programming. It's just that, sometimes we get caught up in things and we're trying to do a lot of things at once.
Yeah, we're pretty busy, and there's always very good activities, but to know everything we're going to be doing in June right now, I don't really have all that put together, but I'm sure there'll be other things that pop up along the way. We are going to try to have a fundraiser. Well, not try. We're having a fundraiser in August at the Circoloria, and I hope people start thinking about that and asking questions. Hasn't been fully put together yet, but there'll be raffles. There's a band coming in, and it'll be one of our biggest fundraisers, so any support would be great.
Very wonderful. And we know where the Circoloria, East School Street? Is that it? Yeah, the Circoloria.
Yeah, I think so.
East School Street.
Yeah.
Now, it's August. Is it going to be inside or that?
No, it'll be in the outdoor pavilion.
Oh, that'll be very nice.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be around $20 a ticket, or purchase a table. Lots of raffles. The band will play from 7 to 10, and we're starting to put that together.
Terrific, because we do have lots of different things going on between here and North Smithfield at Scouters, and we try and represent your interests as well. And if there's something that you don't see that we have available, I mean, when you come in to see us, you can always talk to Donna, or you can talk to me. But I mean, Donna's usually a little more available than I am, since I'm usually tethered to the kitchen.
Yes, you are.
But we do have the congregate meal program, which we have Monday through Friday, except for holidays, which you do have two choices: a suggested donation of $3. We have a balanced meal. I'm a little bit biased, but the feedback has always been very positive of what we have.
Absolutely.
For the meals and for the nominal cost that we have. We also try and have a decent selection of frozen foods, frozen meals, and they come from our menu. Whatever we have on the menu, we have those for frozen meals. Although we probably will have frozen dynamites if we're doing that.
Dynamites in June.
Yes, and I'll make sure that I make an extra batch, that we have some in the freezer. So they're nice to have. Have it in the refrigerator.
Right.
And in the freezer, you just take it out, pop it in the refrigerator, and then you have dinner for that night. A lot of times what people do, though, is, which is fine, is suggest a donation of $3. You can have the hot lunch with us. So say, for instance, you wanted to come in and have the stuffed pork chop with the rice pilaf and the baby carrots. There's also a chicken salad on wheat. You could take a chicken salad on wheat and have that at home in the evening, especially during the summer, because sometimes we don't want to fire up the stove and the oven and everything else.
Too hot to cook.
It's too hot to cook.
Yeah, a lot of people like to take it. And then, there's the soups, but most people probably won't want a lot of soups right now with the nice weather coming.
Well, you never know.
But you never know.
This is true. I'd like to take a minute just to thank some of our sponsors, and especially for Dave and Denise Richards for giving us this opportunity to be on WOON, to bring you the programming that we do at the Gus Ayotte Senior Center, and we're aging well, 84 Social Street. If you haven't seen us, stop by and take a look. If you haven't been there a while, you can come and see what's new and fresh. If you just want to give us a call, 766-3734. Someone usually always answering the phone that will answer the questions that you might have. So, Donna, any summer plans for you?
No, not right now.
Not right
I
now?
haven't put together any big trips yet.
Son of a gun.
Although I do have a son that moved to Utah, so I'm going to try to head that way.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. You know me, I just try and get as much time as I can in at the Cape because we have a family home there, and I do like to spend time there. So that's always a nice thing.
But speaking of the sponsors that we'd like to thank, I do have to thank Friendly Nursing Home because for the last several months, they have done a lot for us. They either are giving money towards one of the activities or sponsoring a singer or sponsoring the comedy show, but also every other month they come in and actually do a craft. And today they came in and they made nice succulent pots with about 22 of our seniors after lunch. They brought all the potting soil, they brought all the flowers, they brought wind chimes that everybody painted. So I really would like a little shout out to them because for the last several months they have done a lot for us.
Yes, and we not go without saying, the sponsorship and partnership with Blue Cross.
That one's huge too.
And with United Health. And, we also have to thank our sponsors, which help us with our funding from the state of Rhode Island and from the cities and towns, especially Woonsocket, that help us bring programming to you to enhance your life.
Yeah. No. Fortunately, there are so many people that help us, so then we can do the things that we do for the community. So.
Yes. So, we do apologize that we don't have our full schedule with us today, and we promise we'll do better in July. But
July's a long month, but we do already have a lot of good plans for July as well. Friendlies again is coming back with a craft, and we may be trying to do something where Blue Cross is sponsoring another 4 to 7 o'clock at night. Just haven't put together what it'll be. But there's lots of activities, and there'll also be some stuff for 4th of July. I'm sure some of our singers will come in and do their songs to entertain everybody. So, yeah.
Now, I also heard that Fran is working on a show.
She's working on another show for us?
Yes.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah, I heard something about that. And that's always a great time.
Yeah, maybe she'll come back.
I mean, we do have the tap classes and the bar classes, which are wonderful. And these are people that have been taking classes for a while, and some people that have been new beginners there. Everyone is welcome, and you can be part of a show. But, again, just thank our sponsors and thank everybody. And Donna, until next month.
Yeah, we'll do this again next month.
We'll see you and be well.
OM 1240. Do you have family vehicle travel plans this Memorial Day weekend? Holiday road trips and travels are safer when you buckle up, drive now, text later, drive sober, observe speed limits, and properly restrain kids in back seats. Kids should boost up and buckle up for safety. This Memorial Day weekend safety message is brought to you by Jim Weicherding, founder of Buckle Up All of Us and the Safe and the Serious campaigns. Dean Bank has the checking account you need, combined with the personal service that's just not commonly found today. From free checking to one that offers free ATMs across the nation, we have the perfect account to fit your individual needs. Visit deanbank.com for complete details and to open an account online in just a few minutes. All access checking, free checking, money market accounts, and more at Dean Bank, where they want to be your bank. Dean Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
Hi, this is Leia Pfeiffer.
And this is Alex Kipnis.
We're organizers on the planning committee for Woonsocket Pride, and we're so excited to invite you to the Woonsocket Pride Festival on Sunday, June 8th, from 12 to 6 p.m. at River Island Art Park.
The day will be packed with music and drag performances, speeches, food trucks and vendors, tables for local organizations, a performance with the flags, and a ton of other activities.
Follow us at Woonsocket Pride on all socials to learn more. We hope to see you there.
Hey, it's Cruisin' Bruce from ON Radio. And what are people saying about my Saturday block party every weekend? Well, let's ask.
Hey, Bruce, big fans, Bobby and Jane. We try to call as much as possible from Cumberland.
I think you're wonderful. I love you. You're awesome.
God bless you. I really enjoy the show.
Hey, Bruce, this is Wendy. Thank you for all your great music.
You have a wonderful evening, and again, enjoying the show.
Hey, thank you very much. Make it a point to join me every Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. on the one and only ON Radio.
Really make our weekends. I love it.
You're a legend.
Well, let's not go overboard.
We're local and live at 99.5.
just like a dream. Nobody knows where you're going. Nobody cares where you've been. 'Cause you belong to the city. You belong to the night. Living in a river of darkness beneath the neon lights. You were born in the city. Concrete under your feet. It's in your moves. It's in your blood. You're a man of the street. When you said goodbye, you were on the run, trying to get away from the things you've done. Now you're back again, and you're feeling strange. So much has happened, but nothing has changed. You still don't know where you're going. You're still just a face in the crowd. You belong to the city. You belong to the night. Living in a river of darkness beneath the neon light. You were born in the city. Concrete under your feet. It's in your blood. It's in your moves. For a man of the street, you can feel it. You can taste it. You can see it. You can face it. You can hear it. Hey, you're getting near it. Hey, you wanna make it. 'Cause you can take it. You belong to the city. You belong to the night. You belong to the city. You belong to the night. You belong. It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? What's your name?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Be rich.
Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
Tell it to me slowly.
Tell you why
I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Be rich.
Is he rich like me? Has he take us
anytime
to show you what you need to live?
Tell it to me slowly.
Tell you why
I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
ON 1240.
Innovation is driving Rhode Island forward. It's all part of the Rhode Island 2030 plan to power the future of innovation right here at home. We're building Ocean State Labs, a life sciences incubator in Providence, and launching a first-of-its-kind cybersecurity school at Rhode Island College, training the next generation for high-demand careers. Blue economy and ocean tech companies are choosing Rhode Island to grow cutting-edge technologies and create good-paying jobs. Go to ri2030.ri.gov to learn more.
This Memorial Day, take a moment to remember those who gave everything for our freedom and keep your loved ones safe in their honor. Drive carefully, never drink and drive, and always watch the kids around water and grills. Honor their sacrifice. Celebrate safely. This Memorial Day safety message is brought to you by North Smithfield Lincoln Urgent Care.
Thousands of smart New Englanders trust Eston and Richard Insurance Agency for all their insurance needs. Because we're an independent agency, we're able to select the best policies from the best companies to create custom business and personal insurance programs. And your call is important to us, so you'll always be able to speak to a courteous member of our staff and never forward it to voicemail.
Eston & Richard Insurance is your solution to a no-hassle approach to insurance. Call us at 401-766-4200 or visit us at estonandrichard.com.
Hi, this is Leia Pfeiffer.
And this is Alex Kipnis.
We're organizers on the planning committee for Woonsocket Pride, and we're so excited to invite you to the Woonsocket Pride Festival on Sunday, June 8th, from 12 to 6 p.m. at River Island Art Park.
The day will be packed with music and drag performances, speeches, food trucks and vendors, tables for local organizations, a performance with the flags, and a ton of other activities.
Follow us at Woonsocket Pride on all socials to learn more. We hope to see you there.
ON Worldwide.
I've been down one time, and I've been down two times, but now I'm drowning in the sea of love. let me tell you all about it. I've been out here so very long. I've lost all of my direction. Baby, when you came my way, I thought I had found my protection. But a strong wind came into my life and surely took me by surprise. And I can't seem to control these tears that's falling from my eyes. I've been down one time, and I've been down two times. But right now I'm drowning, drowning in the sea of love. Listen to me, baby, I depended on you for our love navigation. But now you're gone and deserted. Can't you see that I'm in desperation? I'm in the middle of a bad love storm. Ooh, yeah, I just ain't ready for it. I look around, all I can see is water coming over me. I've been down one time, and I've been down two times. But right now I'm kind of worried. I'm drowning in the sea of love. All I do is cry. All I do is walk around and cry. But right now I'm drowning in the sea of love. I've been down one time, and I've been down two times. But I can't control myself. I'm drowning, baby, I'm drowning in the sea of love. Yeah, but that's all right. I don't mind drowning for your love. That's all right, baby. Believe me when I say it's all right. You got the kind of love that make me feel all right. You got the kind of love, baby, that make me cry all night long. You got the kind of love, baby.
There's a full moon over Tulsa. I hope that it's shining on you. The nights are getting colder in Cherokee County. There's a blue northern passing through. I remember green eyes and a rancher's daughter, but remember is all that I do. Losing you left a pretty good cowboy with nothing to hold on to. Sundown came and I drove to town and drank a drink or two. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. I'm sure missing you. I'm sure missing
Here the city lights outshine the moon. I was just now thinking of you. Sometimes when the wind blows, you can see the mountains and all the way to Malibu. Everyone's a star here in LA County. You ought to see the things that they do. All the cowboys down on the Sunset Strip wish that they could be like you. The
WOON Woonsocket Radio, ON, AM, and FM.
Barney Goo Goo with his goo goo googly eyes. Barney Goo Goo had a wife 3 times his size. She sued Barney for divorce.
Now he's living with his horse.
Barney Goo Goo with his goo goo googly eyes. Barney Goo Goo with his goo goo googly eyes. Barney Goo Goo bet his horse would win the prize. When the race was run that day,
Sparkplug ran the other way.
Barney Goo Goo with his goo goo googly eyes. Who's the greatest lover that this country ever knew? Who's the man that Valentino took his hat off to? No, it isn't Douglas Fairbanks that the ladies rave about. When he arrives, who makes the wives chase all their husbands out? Barney Goo Goo with his goo goo googly eyes. Barney Goo Goo is the luckiest of guys. If he should fall down in the mud, he'd come up with a diamond stud. Barney Goo Goo with his goo goo googly eyes. With his googly 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 eyes.
I remember my first love affair. Somehow or another, the whole darn thing went wrong. But my mama had some great advice, so I thought I'd put it in the words of this song. I can still hear her saying, boy, I see you sitting out there all alone, crying your eyes out, 'cause the woman that you love is gone. Oh, there's gonna be a whole lot of trouble in your life. Oh, so listen to me, get up off your knees, 'cause only the strong survive. That's what she said, only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. Yeah, you gotta be strong. You better hold on, don't go around with your head hung down. Well, I wouldn't let the little girl know, wouldn't let her know that she made me feel like a clown. There are a whole lot of girls looking for a good man like you. Oh, but you'll never meet him if you give up now and say your life is through. Then she said, only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. Yeah, you gotta be a man. You gotta take a stand, yeah. So I'm telling you right now, only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. Hey, you gotta be strong. You better hold on. Don't worry about it. Don't you know that things are gonna change? Oh, but you gotta be a man. You gotta take a stand and don't ever feel that you can make it, baby. today. But it was long ago. Jane, it was lovely, she was the queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low end, and the secrets that we shared, mountains that we moved, caught like a wildfire out of control, till there was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. And I remember what she said to me, how she swore that it never would end. I remember how she held me, oh so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong, we were running against the wind. And the years rolled slowly past, and I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. I found myself further and further from my home, and I guess I lost my way. There were oh so many roads. I was living to run and running to live, never worried about paying or even how much I owe. Moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all of the rules that would bend. I began to find myself searching
The time is 10:08.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Millions of Americans are taking hits to their credit scores from delinquent student loans. More from Tammy Trujillo.
An analysis by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York shows credit scores dropped by more than 100 points for over 2 million delinquent student loan borrowers. Scores fell 150 points or more for more than 1 million in the first 3 months of 2025. It's similar to the sharp drop that follows a personal bankruptcy filing. Researchers said about 2 million of those previously had favorable credit scores and would have qualified for car loans, mortgages, or credit cards before the delinquencies were reported. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
The search is on for a former Arkansas police chief who escaped from prison while serving time for murder and rape. Authorities say inmate Grant Harden escaped from the North Central Unit in Calico Rock yesterday. He'd been serving a 30-year sentence for first-degree murder and an additional sentence for rape. He's a former police chief for the city of Gateway. A crypto investor from Kentucky is under arrest, accused of torturing an Italian tourist for weeks at a luxury Manhattan apartment. More from Kristen Marks.
The 28-year-old victim told cops it was on May 6th that he met 37-year-old John Woltz, who took him to an apartment in Soho. Woltz allegedly stole his passport before holding him captive, torturing him until the younger man escaped Friday morning and came across a traffic agent who called police. Officers reportedly found various torture devices and Polaroid pictures of the victim being tortured while tied up at the Prince Street home. Charges are pending against Woltz, who was said to be paying $30,000 to $40,000 a month to stay there. Sources say he was trying to extort money from the victim.
Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson is dead. He was 79. His daughter-in-law posted the news on Facebook Sunday. His family revealed he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease back in December. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
J.B. Liquors is more than just a liquor store. It's your friendly neighborhood liquor store. That means you get personalized service as well as a great selection of beer, wine, and spirits. J.B. Liquors has everything you need from everyday brews and table wines to craft beers and single-barrel whiskeys. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 10 p.m., Sundays from 10 to 6 p.m. J.B. Liquors, your hometown source for beer, wine, and spirits since 1979. 1117 Social Street across from O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Woonsocket.
50-cent nip bottles are available at JB Liquors. Car accidents are the worst, but they do happen. And if it happens to you, then you need to get that vehicle to Cody's Auto Body of North Smithfield. Since 1969, Mike and the staff of Cody's Auto Body has been your collision repair specialist. And after the repair is done, Cody's will finish the job with expert auto painting to match the rest of your car. So if the worst happens, bring your car to Cody's Auto Body across the street from the North Smithfield Fire Station on St. Paul Street, North Smithfield.
This ON Radio weather forecast is sponsored by Interstate Seal Coating. Call Lance at 401-349-9360 for seal coating and crack filling to parking lot striping. Call Lance at 349-9360 today and he'll seal you tomorrow. Increasing clouds today with a high of 69 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 48, calm wind. Tuesday's weather mostly sunny with a high of 76. Wednesday mostly cloudy, 72. Wednesday night a slight chance of a shower. Thursday another chance of a shower, mostly cloudy and 68. Really good chance of showers on Thursday night. Friday little leftover rain in the morning, then partly sunny with a high of 75. Saturday another chance of showers, partly sunny though with a high of 72. And on Sunday partly sunny and 72 degrees. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, it's 61 degrees.
ON Radio. Oh,
Our life together is so precious. Together we have grown. We have grown. Although our love is still special, let's take a chance and fly away somewhere alone. It's been too long since we took the time. No one's to blame. I know time flies so quickly. But when I see you, darling, it's like we both are falling in love again. It'll be just like starting over. Starting over. Every day we used to make it love. Why can't we be making love nice and easy? It's time to spread our wings and fly. Don't let another day go by, my love. It'll be just like starting over. Starting over. Why don't we take us alone? Take a trip somewhere far, far away. We'll be together all alone again, like we used to in the early days. Well, darling, it's been too long since we took the time. No one's to blame. I know time flies so quickly. But when I see you, darling, it's like we both are falling in love again. It'll be just like starting over. Starting over. Look out. Our life together is so precious. Together we have grown. We have grown. Our love still special. Let's take a chance and fly away somewhere.
ON Radio.
The time is 10:23.
Innovation is driving Rhode Island forward. It's all part of the Rhode Island 2030 plan to power the future of innovation right here at home. We're building Ocean State Labs, a life sciences incubator in Providence, and launching a first-of-its-kind cybersecurity school at Rhode Island College, training the next generation for high-demand careers. Blue economy and ocean tech companies are choosing Rhode Island to grow cutting-edge technologies and create good-paying jobs. Go to ri2030.ri.gov to learn more.
Do you have family vehicle travel plans this Memorial Day weekend? Holiday road trips and travels are safer when you buckle up, drive now, text later, drive sober, observe speed limits, and properly restrain kids in back seats. Kids should boost up and buckle up for safety. This Memorial Day weekend safety message is brought to you by Jim Weicherding, founder of Buckle Up All of Us and the Safe and the Serious campaigns. Ever order a pizza that turned out to be not quite what you expected? Order from Ollie's Pizzeria in Woonsocket and taste the difference local love can make. Not only do Sam and Tina live in, work in, and love Woonsocket, they know exactly what it takes to make you the perfect pizza. That's because they have been making pizzas since the 1970s. Sam and Tina have made and served over 2 million pizzas with their combined experience, so they know what it takes to make the perfect pizza pie. Taste the local love that has customers coming back for more and more at Ollie's Pizzeria, 204 South Main Street, on the corner of South Main Street and Front Street in Woonsocket. Ollie's. WOON AM and FM is Woonsocket Radio, and we believe strongly Woonsocket residents should be involved in their government. That's why we're the only station we know of that broadcasts the meetings of our city council and school committee live as they happen, and we've done it for decades. Live city council and school committee meetings on the radio. Nobody does that these days. That's why we are the one and only ON Radio.
ON, AM, and FM.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical, and all the birds in the trees, they be singing so happily, oh joyfully, oh playfully, watching me. dial. She's got her own money, so she's not another honey you can quickly disarm. She's got the eyes that make you realize you won't be hypnotized by your usual charm. You got your plan of attack that won't attract the modern woman. When you're an old-fashioned man, she understands the things you're doing. She's a modern woman. Time goes by and you're sharing an apartment. She says she loves you, but she doesn't know why. In the morning she leaves you with your coffee and your paper. It's a strange situation for an old-fashioned guy. But times have changed, things are not the same, baby. You overcame such a bad attitude. Rock and roll just used to be for kicks, and nowadays it's politics. And after 1986, what else could be new? You got to learn to relax and face the facts of modern woman. And you're an old-fashioned man, she understands the things you're doing. She's a modern woman. She's a modern woman. You got the casual hip that don't listen to the modern woman. Stop making the man don't resent the modern woman. She's a modern woman. She's a modern woman. She's
The best variety of music. OM 1240.
The time is 10:33.
Hey, interest rates are starting to fall. Now's the time to see how much home you qualify for. Dean Bank's team of mortgage professionals can work with you to assess your financial situation, answer all your questions, and help get you pre-qualified before you buy. Email mortgages@deanbank.com or call this phone number 508-528-0088 or visit us at deanbank.com today for an appointment. Dean Bank has been helping customers since 1889, and we'd love to help you too. Dean Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC, member DIF.
A large assortment of bag hangers and hanging flower baskets are in stock now at Belo's Flowers. Also in stock now are perennials, sweet and hot peppers, plus 60 different varieties of tomatoes. Speaking of tomatoes, cheater tomato plants are in at Belo's Flowers. The tomatoes are already growing. Stop in today for racks of herbs, potting soil, bagged mulch, and lawn lime. Belo's Flowers, 665 Diamond Hill Road, Woonsocket. Oh, and don't forget houseplants and dish gardens at Belo's Flowers. All things vintage and collectible can be found at Timeless Antiques and Collectibles. The 3,000 square foot store is packed with unique treasures from days gone by, including rare coins, vintage jewelry, and much more. Whether you're a serious collector or just looking for a one-of-a-kind gift, Timeless Antiques and Collectibles has something for everyone. Frank and Tammy Irwin are always on hand to answer your questions and help you find exactly what you're looking for. And with new items arriving regularly, you'll never know what kind of gem you'll discover. Visit Timeless Antiques and Collectibles, 91 Main Street, Woonsocket, and step back in time.
You can depend on us for public service. ON Radio.
This ON AM and FM weather forecast sponsored by Valley Transportation, now offering transportation using school buses for school field trips, senior bingo trips, weddings, or any other adult trips. Leave the driving to the professionals and the courteous drivers of Valley Transportation, 664 Front Street, Woonsocket. Telephone number 762-5055. Increasing clouds today with a high of 69 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 48, calm wind. Tuesday's weather mostly sunny with a high of 76. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 72. Wednesday night, a slight chance of a shower. Thursday, another chance of a shower, mostly cloudy and 68. Really good chance of showers on Thursday night. Friday, little leftover rain in the morning, then partly sunny with a high of 75. Saturday, another chance of showers, partly sunny though with a high of 72. And on Sunday, partly sunny and 72 degrees. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, it's 64 degrees.
ON Radio. Trashman didn't get my trash today. Oh, why? Because they want more pay. Buses on strike want a raise in fare, so they can help pollute the air. But that's what makes the world go round. The ups and downs of carousel, changing people's hands around. Go underground, young man. People make the world go round. Wall Street losing dough on every share. They're blaming it on longer hair. Big men smoking in their easy chair, on a fat cigar without a care. But that's what makes the world go round. The ups and downs of carousel, changing people's heads around. Go underground, young man.
wants the oyster, the rich man wants the pearl. But the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world. Come on and sing, brother, sing. Uh-huh. 'Cause the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world. The rich man wants the princess, the poor man just wants a girl. But the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world. Come on and sing, brother, sing. 'Cause the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's the king of the whole wide world. The poor man wants to be a rich man, the rich man wants to be a king. But the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world. Come on and sing, brother, sing. 'Cause the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world. Come on and sing, brother, sing. 'Cause the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world, of the whole wide world, of the whole wide world.
ON Radio.
The time is 10:47.
Innovation is driving Rhode Island forward. It's all part of the Rhode Island 2030 plan to power the future of innovation right here at home. We're building Ocean State Labs, a life sciences incubator in Providence, and launching a first-of-its-kind cybersecurity school at Rhode Island College, training the next generation for high-demand careers. Blue economy and ocean tech companies are choosing Rhode Island to grow cutting-edge technologies and create good-paying jobs. Go to ri2030.ri.gov to learn more.
We're local and live at 99.5.
Last night I said these words to my girl. I know you never even try, girl. Come on, 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 come on. Please, 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 oh yeah, like I've
said the fight to make ends meet keeps a man up on his feet, holding down his job, trying to show he can't be bought. Who takes every kind of people to make what life's about, yeah. Every kind of people to make the world go round. Someone's looking for a lead in his duty to a king or to a queen, protecting what he feels is right, fights against wrong with his life. There's no profit in deceit. Honest men know that revenge does not taste sweet. Whether yellow, black, or white, each and every man's the same inside. Oh, it takes every kind of people to make what life's about, yeah. It takes every kind of people to make the world go round. Do, 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 you know that love's the only goal that could bring a peace to any soul. Hey, and every man's the same. He wants the sunshine in his name. Oh, it takes every kind of people to make what life's about, yeah. It takes every kind of people to make the world go round. Every kind of people to make what life's about. Bum, 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 bum,
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest.